This is a schools-based organisation which is led by school leaders, head teachers, principals. Teaching needs to be led by lead practitioners and teachers. And if you've got a lead practitioner network and you're able to share the ideas, the messages, you can create a very powerful force in schools. I think that the lead practitioner programme was pioneering. It's now embedded. We want to expand it even more. I think we can genuinely say that lead practitioners are leading education.
The lead practitioner status is already something that has a great deal of currency in the national network of schools. People know what it stands for and they value it. So the idea of being able now to target it and give out access to it to certain key members of staff will allow us to develop our workforce and really raise the whole bar across the school.
Seen the growth of the lead practitioner programme. It started off with around 30 lead practitioners and it's now over 400 lead practitioners. As the brand's grown, it's become even more highly regarded at government level, at school level, at practitioner level. Head teachers came to us and said, you've got limited funding for a certain number of lead practitioners and we want to be part of this. So is there a way that you can actually accredit and recognise our excellent practitioners across the country and internationally? And that's where we came up with the idea of the lead practitioner accreditation.
The lead practitioner scheme allows you to put together the individual's desire for impact with the school's desire for impact and match the priorities together. You've got a programme there that allows the individual to have excellent focused professional development for them, whilst at the same time you're making sure that their individual work is linked in with the priorities of the school, they're working as a team and they can see the wider impact.
The lead practitioner accreditation is an online accreditation. You can do it over a period of time, go through different stages and upload evidence from within your own teaching practice. And when you're ready, click submit.
I think that if you spoke to our different lead practitioners and people that are on the programme at the moment, they understand that the development that they get there links in perfectly with the various different national criteria for threshold, for example, for people who want to work toward becoming an SLE. Also, we're using it as
If you're not sure which level to start the application procedure on, have a look at, for example, the extending level. Here you can see the criteria. There's also lots of guidance and you can read the guidance and look at your own practice and see if you're meeting that criteria.
Once we proved that the lead practitioner model worked with teaching staff, it was obvious that we should then roll it out with other adults who contribute to children's learning in schools. It's about giving everybody a status and a recognition that they can reach a certain standard and that they can then record that standard, they can record their capabilities.
I was doing a lot of training, I was going out into primary schools anyway, and actually to have some sort of acknowledgement that I'm actually as good as I think I am, in a way, it just made me so much more of a better practitioner.
And we've hooked it into the fact that there are areas that we need to develop to raise standards as a whole school. And what we're doing is asking our lead practitioner applicants to align to one or more of those. We've gone for a mix of support and teaching staff because that's a very powerful and important element of this, that it's about staff across our body of community that are able to lead on learning and to not only focus in on teaching staff.
I think the accreditation brings to our school a recognition to the individuals and to the school that learning is the most important thing in this organisation. It's a recognition that we value that as the most important ingredient of school improvement. I think for staff to develop their practice here at Halstow, what we try and do is ensure that they learn with and from each other. So that means that it's peer learning. We're very fortunate here, we have some outstanding practitioners who have done the accreditation, and then it gives other staff a chance to observe them and learn with and from them.
I think what's really good about the initial self-assessment process is it really makes you think about what you've achieved, what you've been doing, the skills that you've gained, the experiences that you've had, and it makes you really reflect on those.
I feel that the work I've been doing has been recognised by myself as much as by everybody else. quite simply, it's the best CPD I've had in 14 and 15 years of teaching.
Developing the programme allows us to link into not only a regional and local effort and to partner with other schools, but it hooks us into a link with the schools network, which links across schools and creates collaboration across the country, but also internationally, that our staff will be able to tune into the latest developments in other countries and with other practitioners, and to collaborate and link with them through research and through online practice. That means that we can develop the very, very best practice in learning and teaching and pedagogy and impact on raising standards across the piece.
It's about leadership in teaching and learning. It's about innovation. We expect lead practitioners to be outward facing, to be working with colleagues not just in their own school, but in local school clusters. We've developed lead practitioner accreditation in the countries that belong to our international network. In the first instance, we see that happening in Australia, in Abu Dhabi and in China. There are some very exciting possibilities opening up as it becomes a national and internationally known professional accreditation.